listening to Say It Southern, aspiring to live not just as moms, but as modern Southern women. We began this project to hear from those who inspire us and recognize those who are achieving their own personal goals. Listen in as we celebrate the South and those who say it Southern.
We'll strike up the band. Woo-hoo! Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again.
Mm-hmm. Do you know I didn't know the gate code when I came into your neighborhood? I was
now
like, I can't even think of it.
Sad.
It's sad. Luckily, there was a car coming in, so I was like, oh, good.
Sarah, that's how long it's been, y'all. I mean, and here's what's funny is that it's not like we don't talk all the time. So we keep going, okay, you know what? We'll do it this week. And then we'll call and be like, I don't know. Because to be honest, it's been a heck of a summer. We have been all over the map, and we're like, what are we going to talk about? You know?
Yeah. For me, it's been more about when are we going to sit down and talk?
Well, that too. Too. We really didn't see each other outside of our podcast, like Say It Southern series, which we'll get into in a minute. We really didn't see each other. I worked the first half of June. I had 2 weddings right after school was out, and then I went from my wedding in Virginia to Birmingham for our recording.
Oh, yeah.
So my summer didn't honestly start. I didn't feel like my summer started until 4th of July.
Well, I was just going to say that. Now, when you said Birmingham was this summer, I almost stopped you and said, no, that wasn't this summer, Courtney.
It was.
That was this summer.
It was June, like 18th.
Was like, in the spring.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, Courtney. You're wrong. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that was June. So I'm kind of like you. I think July is when it got picked up, like summer.
Yes. And then we were like, we knew that we were going to take the time off to promote the series, and which I'm so glad that we did. That was so fun. We had our little party. That was just fun. Mm-hmm. And then school started, and y'all know how it is when a school starts.
It's never fun.
It's nuts. And just getting all the supplies and the right number 2 pencils, and then you got to get the backpack, and it's back ordered, and then PE shorts that still haven't come in.
Yeah. We finally got our PE shorts, by the way. We picked them up, and Taylor May said, these are boy shorts. Mm-hmm. Like, not like boy shorts, cutie boy shorts, which is probably what she thought they were going to be.
Like booty shorts.
They were like boy basketball shorts to her knees. And she was like, I'm not wearing those. I started rolling them up, and I was like, well, now you know what you look like. Now you know what you got in the front, girl. Unroll those shorts.
Well, it's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. And so Labor Day has passed, and we have got junk on the calendar coming up. So we were like, we got to sit down together.
Yeah.
So this is our welcome back song. We're back. Let's dive in. Okay. What's been up?
Well, summer.
Yeah.
I love summer. But like we were saying, it didn't get started till the 4th of July, and then it was back to school.
Right.
And I was ready. I was ready again this year. I'm ready every year. But it is, I'm already kind of missing it. I'm already missing the days of the slower summer pace.
Yeah.
Getting back into things.
I feel like, you know how we talked about at the beginning of the summer, revenge summer? Mm-hmm. Like how we were going to be low-key and have get the revenge summer and go to the parties that we never got to go to last summer and all that.
Did you do that?
No.
I didn't either.
But what I'm saying is now it's revenge fall in the opposite way. Because now we're back in the craziness again. Yeah. Or that's how I feel.
I do too. You know what I think happened to us all? We were all so busy, and we were like stressed out doing it, but we were making it happen. And then COVID happened. We didn't know what to do with ourselves because we were doing nothing.
Right.
And about the time we started adjusting to the slower lifestyle and started embracing it and enjoying it and seeing the positive, it's like things opened back up, and they didn't just we didn't gradually ease back in. It was like all of a sudden we were doing
full throttle.
Everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how to handle it. I'll even admit, I'm like, whoa. And I'm doing less than I did before.
Chain smoking.
Yes. Hanging out of the car, you know.
Up the anxiety medicines.
All of it. So I just feel like maybe we just can't process it again. It's going to take some time. We should have eased in a little bit better.
Well, I'll tell you this, that we went from transitioning into middle school is a whole thing anyway, because I feel like we went from eating dinner at home 2 nights a week to Dean started travel soccer and Graham's playing middle school football. And middle school football is practiced 3 nights a week. Dean practices 2 nights a week. We got a game on Friday night. They'll throw in a youth group on Wednesday night. And I'm like, I mean, honey, you don't want to talk about fire up the crock pots. I got every outlet in this house going with something slow cooking.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, we have to eat together. You know, I'm like, Kim Swales is like in the corner in the fetal position right now hearing this. But I mean, seriously, like you have to carve out that time. And I'm just like, all of a sudden, we got busy.
Yeah.
You know?
Too busy.
Yes. But now we've changed the Thursday night. We don't have that anymore. But I'm just saying.
Well, keep your Sunday. You're good about Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
That's
we're
your
good
holy
about
day
Sundays.
at home. So
The holy day.
the holy day. Keep that crock pot put up on Sunday.
Yeah,
Cook
I am.
and sit down.
It's tech-free Sunday.
Tech-free Sunday. Yes, that's so good. Speaking of middle school, is Graham liking middle school?
He loves middle school, but I think I've said this before, he was ready. I could tell, like, that pulling away, and not in, like, an emotional way, but I mean, like, in a, hey, Mom, some guys want to go play golf, and I'm like, what? I hadn't heard from their mothers, and he's like, duh, because we're texting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, the responsibility thing, and, you know, I could just tell that it was time.
Yeah.
So he's getting over there, he's changing classes, he's thriving. What about you?
Well, Taylor May, she did not want to go. She was like, I'm going to be sad. I'm not going to like it. And I was like, no, look, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, wait, is she going to love it or am I going to love it?
Yeah.
Because it's like the teachers have nothing to do. Like you don't bring snacks. You don't have any responsibility.
No idea
You
who
don't
he
have
has.
to, do any of that. And I'm like, I'm ready for that. But maybe she's not. Well, I mean, it took 2 days and she was like, I'm loving this. Okay. And can we talk about the carpool line, please? Because I've got one in middle school and I have my youngest is in junior kindergarten.
Yeah, you want to talk about packing a snack, you better pack a snack because
gosh.
it's going to take 45 minutes
It's
to get through.
forever.
I
So
know.
middle school, I barely stop some days. And she's like, got her hand on the handle, doors are unlocked, mask is on. I mean, she is like got the door cracked. I'm like, let me slow down. She's out the door, tugs the skirt down, puts that backpack on, and she's in. She puts her backpack actually on in the car, now that I think about it. And like the line doesn't stop.
You mean in the mornings or
In the
afternoons?
mornings.
Well, afternoon's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Afternoon's
well,
the
because
whole
they're all
thing.
sitting out there talking. And
Yes,
it's like,
that's a
come
whole.
to your car.
It takes. I mean, we get Dean's homework done in the car.
Splice that together.
I've got 35 minutes to check email. I mean, it's a whole. Sometimes I will reserve that afternoon carpool to check my mail, like things that I need, mundane tasks that I can do sitting in the car because it takes so long. But they're all standing out there and they're talking and they got their football jerseys on game day. That's the stuff they love.
So, but like middle school, I mean, it's great in the mornings, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Afternoons, not so much.
Right.
But in the mornings, though, I'm on 2 wheels. I can get out middle school, and then I get over to the junior kindergarten line, and oh my gosh. And I think it drives me nuts because I've just come from the middle school where people are throwing their children out of the car.
Right.
And I see people trying to like park. They're throwing their car in park. They're getting out with cupcakes and bags, and I'm like, get your kid out of the car. The teachers are trying to pull the kid. No one's coming out. I mean, I'm like, Stella's ready to go too. I mean, she's hanging out the window like, what are they doing?
I'm surprised
What's
Stella
happening?
didn't drive herself.
Well, there's been a couple times she's like, let me out. And I'm like, you can't get out here. Okay, we have to pull to the sidewalk. Okay.
Have you seen the meme on Facebook, or it's a video, maybe it's a TikTok or something of this mama talking about those women in carpool, and she's like, if you ain't brushed your baby's hair by the time you get there, we ain't got time in carpool for you to be brushing their hair. And then she says all the stuff like, how many times you gonna tell them bye? You
Yeah.
want to turn around and tell them bye again, get a hug. Then you got to pat them on the back, pray scripture over them. And then, I mean, she's like, don't get in my car until you're ready to get out of my car. Don't be tying shoes, looking for soccer cleats. Don't be doing all that mess.
I agree.
In carpool line.
And my thing is, if you want to hug and love and do all that, pull up.
Yeah.
Just pull on up and let us drop off. Let us get to the sidewalk.
Let us emotionally unattached. Just kick them out the
Us
door.
mamas that have stuff to do, go on. Please. We need like a fast lane, like a speed lane, and a slow lane.
Rabbits and turtles.
Yes. Which mom are you?
Oh my gosh. I'm probably the turtle.
Yeah, you are a turtle.
Jason takes them in the morning, though, so I'm good on the morning.
Well, you were the one that was talking about their football when you see them in the middle school and you just watch them.
I know.
Like, oh my gosh.
No time to watch. But no, the middle school, the pickup for middle school is cute with them all standing out there and all that. And so the jerseys have been a thing. Can we talk about the jerseys for a minute?
Yes.
because, I'm over here in boy mom land. Like, we don't know much going on. We just get the football schedule and whatever. But then, like, you in mama land, like, girl land, y'all have a plan, an agenda, everything's laid out. So,
well, this girl mama doesn't, but other girl mamas do. Let's just
what
be
I'm
clear
saying is that you're on the pulse. You know what's happening. So
my daughter is on top of it.
All right,
for sure.
so let's talk about the jerseys, how we're clueless, and what happened.
Okay, first we need to explain.
Yes.
Okay, homecoming is in September. This was like the first week of school, which was August, 6th or something.
It was the 12th. Maybe day 2.
Maybe day 2 of school.
Maybe
I'm not
day
even kidding.
School. Yeah.
So the girls ask the guys if they can wear their football jerseys to school for Spirit Day, the day of the game, Friday.
Now, in lower school, you couldn't get a girl to talk to a boy. You couldn't get a boy to talk to a girl.
No.
So this is very new territory. We weren't prepared. Boy moms were not prepared. Go ahead.
The girls came out fierce. Came out fighting and swinging for the jerseys. So basically, day 2 of school, these girls, 6th grade girls, start asking the boys for their jerseys.
For homecoming in September.
And one of the boys was like, no. Mama gets mad, then so-and-so's mad, and the girls are mad, and then everybody starts getting stressed out, like, my daughter's not going to have a jersey to wear, and like, oh my gosh, and they're asking their friends, like Courtney, can Taylor May please wear Graham's jersey?
Right.
I did not do that, by the way.
Yeah.
And it was like a panic attack, all these people, and it was like, the poor boys were just like, I don't know.
Should we do this? I don't know. I mean, here's what needed to happen. Boy moms needed a heads up that this was going to happen so that we could tell them not to freak out when the girls started asking.
Yeah.
Because the boys were like, I don't want to date this person. And
Right.
it's like,
It's
it's
like,
not
no,
a
no, no,
date.
no.
This is not a date. I can tell you, I wore Kenneth Frazier's. I can tell you who I wore in 7th grade. Like, I can tell you the number he was. I can tell you when I asked him. Because it was the first, like, big thing,
We did it different than that. But, I mean, I will say that I was, like, freaked out. Everybody was freaking about whose jersey she's going to have. I was like, I'm more worried. Is homecoming next week?
Right.
Like, if I missed
What do I have to have
something?
together?
Like, what have I missed? I did not realize it was in September.
So Graham comes home telling me, Taylor May kind of orchestrated a little bit of his jersey asking. And
Which I think is so cute, by the way.
It is. It's really cute. He was walking out of school one day, and all of a sudden he said, he got in the car and said, oh, I got to ask for my jersey today. And I was like, oh, you did? Me like, and he's like, Mom. And he's like, well, yeah. And so Dean was like, well, what happened? Dean's got to be right on the pulse. And so he was like, well, I was just walking out of school, and all of a sudden, like, I'm standing there, and Taylor May pushes this girl right in front of me, and I had to, like, stop in my tracks. And she says, hey, Graham, can I wear your jersey for homecoming? And he said, I was just like, yeah, sure. And he said, and then she was like, okay, thanks. And turned around, and he's like, but here's the thing, Mom. I don't know when homecoming is. I don't know what I do. I don't know what. Do I call her? Do I email her?
Mom?
Yeah. I'm like, no. I said, you should probably email. I'm not emailing her. And then that whole thing. And I'm like, look, I'm sure there's some time between now and then. Y'all can work it out. But it was funny. Taylor May, I think she kind of shoved the girl right in his path.
Yeah. Apparently she kind of orchestrated, decided who was going to go with who, and, made sure everybody was taken care of. Everybody's jerseys were taken care of. I'm like, yep. There's my planner. There's my oldest. There's my oldest.
Oh, my gosh. It's just so funny.
But you know what, too, about middle school, too. Girl drama is a real thing. It has already started. Second month of school.
I'm so sorry about
I won't go into details, but, it sounds to me like something silly, You know how every argument between girls, I think, is something silly, even as 40-year-old women.
Yeah. But Dr. Kim says that is their identity, right? Like, there are no silly things to them.
That's right. And I'm taking it serious too. I'm like, okay. Good. It has to do with Taylor May got up from a table and made everybody mad. I don't know what. I really don't know. But I said she was wanting me to call this girl's mom. Okay, it was her best friend, and now they're upset with one another. I'm not really worried they'll be friends again, next week. But she was like, "Please call her mom," and I was like, "I'm not. Mm-hmm. You are a big girl now. You can handle it. You need to don't text her these. Don't talk to her that way. Either FaceTime her because she doesn't have a real phone. She just has when you're connected to the internet.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to FaceTime her or talk to her at school. Like, or you can have her over, but you're not going to like text this stuff.
Yeah.
And good. So I was like, I'm not involved. She got mad at me because I wouldn't call the girl's mom. So you know what she did? She sent a text message to her friend's mother.
Oh, Lord.
And was like, unleashed. Like, oh, I'm so upset. Please talk to her. Tell her this. Tell her that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's
but
trying
it's her side of the story, though.
Of course.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're up to, Taylor May. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what did you say?
Well, I was like, well,
how did that
go? And then so the girl's mother sends me a text. She was like, I hope I handled that okay. I was like, I'm sorry.
You're like,
thank you.
I did not tell her
I
to
did
do
not
that.
mean to pull you into this as well, but yeah. Oh, I'm not ready for all that.
See, I don't even, I wouldn't even know where to start with all
Well,
that.
I tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to go back and listen to Dr. Kim again.
Yeah.
And just get a refresh.
Yeah.
Another go around of that.
Yeah.
Good. That's good stuff.
Day law, as my grandmother would say, day law, honey. We've talked about this before, but you know that what you wore to the football games was like the biggest thing ever in middle school and high school. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I don't know what it is because we've been to our first home football game here in Jackson, and there's still something about like that crisp in the air and getting fall again. You know, you did the whole story on pumpkin spice lattes, and I don't even drink coffee, so this is, you know, you really.
I am very passionate about that.
You thrive here.
Yeah,
you
because
thrive in this situation.
I do love the pumpkin spice stuff, but I'm not when it's 100 degrees outside. I can't. I mean,
I can't either.
And people are like putting pumpkins on their doors, and I'm like,
I know.
It's September 1. I don't even think it was. It was like back in August, and Starbucks released their pumpkin spice latte, and then that like gave everybody the okay to like light the pumpkin candles, put the pumpkins on the porch, you know, the wreaths out.
Well, I get it for retail purposes because you want to be able to get because it's just like anything else. You got to get the good stuff first. So like,
well, then I better be shopping
that.
Christmas. Christmas is out.
I know you got to get the good stuff first. But
it that's my problem. I can't ever find anything.
Well, mine is more with clothes. Like it's hard for me to transition into like sweater buying when I'm like my air's on full blast, 60 in my car.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. When I've got thigh sweat happening between my, in my seat, I'm having to peel myself off my leather seats in the car. I cannot go buy a sweater.
See, that's funny you're saying that because I think maybe I'm the opposite.
Really?
And as much as I like don't want to go to fall, but like I love getting those sweaters, like getting them early, like before anybody else, kind of a deal. Mm-hmm. And like my jeans. So I actually went into Old Navy because I love every year I get a fresh pair of Old Navy, like the black.
Look at you splurging.
Splurging at Old Navy. Every year. Because they
shrink.
They shrink.
Okay, this is what I was about to say, y'all. Every year she gets, I can tell you the pair. They're boot cut. They button up the front, button fly. She comes in and she's like, I cannot believe this, y'all. I've just bought these jeans and they have shrunk. Okay, she throws everything in the dryer.
Everything.
And these jeans, so now she's like, I can't even wear my heels with them. I'm going to have to wear my flats. And so that's what happens to you every year.
Every year.
So you have to start out with a fresh pair.
Well, I like to start with a fresh pair.
You loved those American Eagle jeans last year.
I love the American Eagle jeans. A friend of mine had recommended those.
Right.
But I like they fade. I guess maybe because I shouldn't be drying them and throwing them in with everything. But they just fade. Like black jeans, so I like a fresh black jean. Yeah. Anyway, I went to Old Navy to get my fresh black jean. And the jeans are like $60-something.
You shut up.
I promise you, I was like, Old Navy? You better get it together. Like, who do you think you are?
You better come back down.
Come on back down. This is not, I know you're attached to Gap, Banana Republic. This is not, this is Old Navy.
We better have some Kohl's Cash happening.
Yes.
We need some Old Navy frequent flyer bucks.
I'm
something.
not. I was like, I'm not paying $60 for a pair of jeans.
I've never seen anything at
Old
Navy for $60.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, let me look at these dresses. They have t-shirt dresses that were $44. I mean, I was like, where am I right now? I'm still in the Old Navy warehouse. I sure am. And everything is $45. I'm going to go to Target. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you what, though. Target's got it going on. Okay. So I have been looking at these clogs.
Oh, I got them.
Well, they're always sold out. You were on the cusp of getting them first. So So, like 3 nights ago.
That's what I mean. I get the fall clothes at first. Mm-hmm.
So, a few nights ago, I went on my Target app and I said, notify me when these come back in stock. So, last night, I was up late, you know me, and it was like 11:30, and I was brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden, it was like, ding, and it said, your Target clogs are back in stock. Honey, I ordered them right then. So, I got them on the way. But they have got some serious, good-looking stuff at Target.
The sweaters right now, I got a hot pink cardigan sweater with like big brown, like I think there's only 3 or 4 buttons, kind of the V cardigan. It is adorable, big sleeves. It is so cute. I got that. I got a little poofy shirt to wear. The work stuff's amazing right now too.
I got a cute sweater with one of the big collars. It's like ivory. It's got the puffy sleeve with a big collar. It looks adorable. The Who What Wear line, the Hillary Kerr line, is insane.
All of it. Even their purses were cute. I didn't buy one, but I was like, I had 2 in my hand. I was like, I can't decide. And then I just
did you go
back
in the store?
Yeah, I was in the store for the purses.
Can you try on yet at Target again?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Sarah's back with a friend. She's trying on at Target again, honey. She'll be there for an hour and a half.
I love some Target.
But why not? They have the best looking stuff. And I mean, you know, all the influencers online are like, look at my Target haul. Look at this haul.
Well, I actually stopped a lady walking into a store the other day and I said, I'm sorry, your jeans look amazing. And they were so good and like a good color, good length. And she was kind of my size, my build. And I was like, where did you get those jeans? And she said, Target. And I was like, what? Oh,
I need the brand.
I need to know
cut.
all of it.
Yeah.
I was literally going to like look at the tag and take a picture of it. And I was like, what?
I'm sorry.
What
Can I
Target?
look down your pants?
I was like universal thread. Like, what do you mean? A new day? What kind of Target?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not sure. And that's when I was like,
Do you mind if I
kind of weird, I don't know you, but but I didn't ask her. But now I'm like, why didn't I not ask her?
I should ask her.
I should have asked her.
Yeah.
But she was kind of looking at me like weird.
I will say I bought black jeans from Target last year, and they're my favorite black jeans.
Yeah. Okay, well, what are they? I need some new
Universal
jeans.
thread.
Universal thread. I need all the styles. I feel like there's a variation of styles that we need this fall.
Gotta have the wide leg.
Cut.
Gotta have the wide leg. Gotta have the boot cut.
You still need the skinny.
You gotta have the skinny.
Even though I'm not wearing them, but
I love a skinny.
But you gotta have them for boots and stuff.
You do, but you don't like them with holes in it. So, but you do like a raw hem.
Yes, I love hem. Unfinished. Yes, I do.
And the boyfriend is big right now.
The mama jeans.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can wear those though. They're cute on
skinny people.
Stopped myself, and I was like, yeah, it's skinny people.
Okay, let's talk. Can we just? This is a great segue to talk about being on camera.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Y'all, it's a whole thing to be on camera. When I'm so experienced with being on camera. Sarah's way more experienced being on camera because remember that little series she did called The Bachelor when she won it? Yeah. She was, though, you were what, 25 then? 26?
26. Yeah, I was 26.
Yeah. Well, our chins don't exactly look the same as they did when we were 26.
Nope.
So doing the Say It Southern series is so much fun. But from the first one to the second one, I did Faster Way to Fat Loss. I did chin exercises. I did 25 push-ups where I went to bed every night.
You stopped. You did not.
Well, some version of all those things, okay? But, I mean, you just know it. Like, you got to get it together.
Yeah. Well,
hydrating.
Hydrating is really a thing for camera. It really is.
I know.
Well, it's funny you say that because I was like, you know what? This is just going to make us more relatable.
I do
We're just
think
going
that.
to be we're not going to be the skinny girls.
I do think that until I see myself on camera.
Well,
and then I'm like, great.
Well, the other problem, too, is all the clothes are so flowy right now.
Yeah.
And so, really, when you're on camera, you need tighter fitting, so you can see your body and see your figure. And it's hard to find.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to be in a tight fitting anything.
Me either.
Period.
But you have to. Okay, our 3 in Birmingham, I know we've already talked about our time in Atlanta, and we loved Atlanta. So, in Birmingham, we started with the insane talent, the inspiration. I mean, I really feel like she got it going for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yogi Dada.
Yogi Dada was amazing.
We were obsessed with her.
Well, and what you guys don't know is that we hung out with her after we filmed.
Oh, we were with her
all
dinner.
day. We went to dinner and then we hung out.
Yeah.
Went out. That was our
After
wrap party.
My sweet cousin Todd.
Yes. So we went out in Birmingham and that was so much fun. Birmingham is such a great place.
Birmingham's great. But let me tell you something. She is full of inspiration. I really feel like that she just charged us up. Because she talked about, and if you haven't seen the series, you've got to go back and see it. Because, and when we have friends the girls from Wheezy Towels just emailed me and she was like, oh my gosh, I just went through and I watched everything. I loved it. So inspirational. And I just felt like she kind of filled our cups a little bit, you know?
She did.
Because they're long days.
They are.
They're long days. Our film crew, we could not love them more.
They're like, they do become family.
Totally.
It's so crazy. You hear that a lot and people are like, oh, it's our family, our crew on the road or our crew, whatever. I'm like, no, they truly are.
I mean, you know, who's gluten intolerant, you know, who needs a soy latte, all the things.
Well, I think it's because when you film something, there's so much downtime.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like, you know, the video, all of our films were 6 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
They're quick. So you don't have to invest. You don't have to sit down. You can watch them in your car. You can watch them in the carpool line. But when you film it, it takes hours to get the 5 minutes that you see.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hanging out.
Yeah.
A lot of hanging out. And I think we were blessed.
A lot of granola bars.
A lot of granola bars.
A lot of meat and cheese. Meat and cheese is the pickups.
Maybe that's why we look so bloated on the camera.
Really, we do need someone to sponsor us that wants to just like go with us and like tweak our Botox and give us IVs on the road.
Yes.
That'd be
do
good.
hair and makeup for us too.
Zip up our corsets.
We just need a whole crew.
Glam
crew.
squad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Glam squad.
But it is funny because Sarah and I stay together. We do our own hair and makeup.
Hold on. First of all, we don't stay together. They give us 2 rooms. However, Courtney will not stay by herself. So when we were in Atlanta, I was actually excited. I was like, I'm going to have my own room. I can't wait to have this big old bed to myself. I was like, hey, Courtney, what are you doing? I'm moving in. I'm not staying up there by myself. I was like, I'm sorry?
I was 3 floors up. I could hear stuff coming through the wall. I just would have been more comfortable. I felt like we could, really connect better on camera.
Right. And I think that's what you said. You're like, we have a lot that we need to go over, and this will be great. We can coordinate our outfits better, and like get ready together. I think we should. I think that's what we should do. Now scoot over. I'm getting to bed.
I did too.
Mm-hmm. So then in Birmingham, they were like, here's your 2
like
rooms.
You didn't sleep good. You put that eye mask on. She turned that sound machine on. She wouldn't even know if I was in the world.
True. Very true. Very true. But when Birmingham rolled around, they were like, we'll get your 2 rooms. I was like, I'm going to tell you, we just need 1. Courtney's not sleeping by herself.
I really am a chicken.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm a chicken.
I never would have thought that about you until the Atlanta
trip. But it's a bloodline. It's genetic or something. My brothers, as tough as they are, and they go on they're like, nope. Chickens.
Seriously?
Total chickens. Yes. They would never tell you that. We all carry too. We have pistol toting, carrying permits. So anyway, yeah. So we stay together, get ready together, do everything together. So that's probably why we haven't talked since June.
It's Birmingham.
Yeah. So we go to Yogi. Yogi's fantastic. Her art is second to none. Unbelievable story about her walking away from art and then coming back to it. Super inspirational. Loved her.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we got to hang out with Megan, like an old friend.
Love Megan.
And Megan got us dinner reservations at the coveted Helen's.
Yes.
She got us in. Like, she called from there and was like, where are you going for dinner? And we're like, I think the hotel.
She's
lobby.
like, I know the maitre d' is like a blah, 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 blah. And I'll get and like, it takes months to get into Helen's. Or Helen. I think it's singular Helen.
Is it Helen? Okay.
It's just one Helen. Yeah. It's not possessive.
Okay.
But the decor in Helen, if you're anywhere close to Birmingham, make a reservation there and go and have the biscuits.
And get the tomato pie.
And the biscuits.
And the biscuits. Oh my gosh, those biscuits. I could have just had the biscuits and it'd been fine.
We ordered two rounds of biscuits.
Maybe.
Why do we talk about how
and
bad
then
we look on camera?
Complain. And then we complain about like how swole we are on the camera.
Yeah. Anyway, ordered the biscuits, went to Helen. Loved being at Monkeys in Birmingham. Mountain Brook is adorable.
That's so cute.
We got to see our friend Doug. We filmed with Megan. That went pretty fast, actually.
It did go fast.
She kind of had all that picked out for us, my resort wear and my cruise ship ready.
That's peeking out of the curtain. That was fun.
Yeah.
And funny.
And she is great on camera.
Oh, gosh, she's so good. She's great in person.
Yeah.
She's just, got her life going on, it seems like.
And that cute baby. She looks like $1 million. But people don't understand, she was a trend forecaster in New York. She did Parsons Design School. She was in Paris. I mean, the girl knows her stuff. And we were so privileged to get to know her on the podcast. And then she went with us on the getaway last year. And we just stayed so close. And so it was just a perfect fit for her to be with us on camera.
Do you notice how she's always smiling? Always. And you can't look at her without smiling.
I know. She is
it's
literally
a genuine,
the happiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's the happiest.
She's a joy.
She's a joy. That's a great way to describe her.
Yeah. And then Susan Gordon, another joy.
Worship.
Oh my gosh. Her studio was so cool.
It was everything. I mean, she was everything that we thought that she was going to be. I mean, because we act like we know these, but we do know them, and we DM and we talk, and we exchange business ideas and thoughts. But then when you walk in, you're just like, hug me because I already know you.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. It was everything.
Yeah. Y'all should have seen us trying to make these bowls.
I can't.
She makes it look easy. She really does. It's not.
It was about Sarah making that pie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
At Southern Make Pie.
Y'all, my hands were shaking. It was awful. I was so nervous trying to make that on camera, and they had the cameras. I was like, don't watch me. Zoom out. Zoom out. I could not pinch the edges, and Amanda's over there it's fine. It's fine.
But it was the same with the bowl.
Yeah, it makes me nervous.
That make the waves, the wavy bowls, But we did get our bowls back, and they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
I know. I need to show mine.
And I ended up with 2.
Because Sarah had to redo.
Yeah, I had to redo mine. It collapsed.
But we met our whole team. We met the people that do the golding. We met the people that smooth out, all the pieces. Her pottery sells out in 5 seconds. She's just great.
Yeah.
And Birmingham just breathes such life into those creatives, and she loves being there. And that where she was, we ate at that restaurant, Real and Rosemary. We ate there twice.
Twice, yeah, for lunch.
Loved that place.
It's very good.
So we should probably do a little Birmingham guide or something.
Oh, yeah. I want to let's go back. Okay. Let's just go back when we don't have to be on camera. We can just
right.
shop
if you
and
haven't
run around.
watched the series, y'all, it really is worth. I mean, if you just want something uplifting and something kind of inspiring and
something to do in the carpool line,
maybe plan a weekend to go and visit some of these places that we talk about. It's just Birmingham and Atlanta. We're so thankful to Renaissance Bank just for seeing and believing in us and knowing that we are passionate about telling stories of women who have got it going on. And all 6 of those women have got it going on.
They sure do.
Yeah.
So please watch the video, share it, and we'll talk to you next week.
Can't wait to talk again. See you later.
Bye.